What's up guys, how's it going? My name is Shu and welcome to this edition of The Sofa. Now in this episode we're going to be taking a look at a brand new keyboard brought out by Cooler Master called the Novatouch. Now this is the first hybrid capacitive switch keyboard that Cooler Master has ever made. It comes in a proper fancy box, however the one I've got is quite an early development version, so a couple of things in here are different to the ones that will be coming out, but I'll let you know what those differences are as we go through. Now enough talking about this very pretty box. Enough with the box. Let's just get inside and take a look at the keyboard. So as we lift that flappy magnetic flap as we get into the keyboard, we are welcomed with this little booklet. Now this booklet runs through all the features and how to use stuff on the keyboard, because there are a few extra things on there, but we'll go into detail of that as we find it on the keyboard later. I also had a little Cooler Master sticker in mine. Yeah, check that out. I'm gonna stick this somewhere. So after we've had a look at the quick start guide and my little free sticker, we get to the keyboard itself. As you can see, it is beautifully mounted in this cutout foam. You got a little side bit so you can get your fingers in the side to lift it out, and there it is. It is very nice. It takes on a similar kind of design to the Rapid Eye and the Stealth keyboards. However, this one has completely different switches. Like I said earlier, this has got the hybrid capacitive switch. So it's not membrane, it's not mechanical, it's something else. Now you do get a few extra things in the box along with the keyboard, so let's quickly go through those and then we can take a little look at the keyboard itself. So underneath the keyboard we have ourselves first of all a key puller. Now we can use this nifty little device to take keys off if you want to swap out for custom keycaps, or if you just want to take them off to give your keyboard a bit of a clean. Either way, this makes life a hell of a lot easier than it does when you're using fingers or paper clip or something like that to do the job. So very nice that that's included in the box. Along with the key puller we get a bag of dampeners. Now these are very handy and have two purposes. One of the purposes is that it dampens noise, so you can put them underneath the keycap, and because you've got that rubber O-ring on there, it helps quiet down the keyboard. The second purpose of these is quite a handy one. The way keys work on any keyboard is that you press it down and then it sends out signals to the computer. However, it doesn't necessarily have to travel all the way down to the bottom for the signal to be sent. But having these dampeners on there, you're essentially eliminating about a millimeter space of extra press time that you have on the keyboard. If you want to have the best performance out there, then these little things can be very handy. Aside from the O-rings and the key puller, there is one more extra accessory which is included in the box, which is probably the most important one of them all, and that is the USB cable. Now it's a braided cable, it's 1.8 meters long, and it has 18 karat gold plated connectors. It is a very nice cable, I must admit. I really like this. Like, it's nice and thick, it's heavy duty, it's just got that kind of, that feeling of quality in there, along with the gold plated connectors on both ends of it. It's really nice. You just have to make a note that if you do get this keyboard, you will have a slightly different cable to me in the fact that it won't have that angle on there. And that's everything. That's all the accessories out of the way, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, ready. Well, I suppose if you want to look at the keyboard too, then we can do that, that's cool. As you can see, it has got a standard keyboard layout, but it is the smaller version, so it means there is no number pad on the right-hand side. Now this is good for gaming, because it means that it gives you more desk space to use, especially if you are limited on what you have to offer. Having this cut-down version means you've got more space for a bigger mouse mat, and you can have a lower sensitivity, so you're going to be a lot more accurate with your mouse. I'm going to start with the F keys first, because that's pretty much where all the extra features are on this keyboard. So looking at F1 to 4, we have got our repeat rates. What the repeat rate does is it allows you to issue commands in games faster. You've got ×1 on F1, which is the slowest, and you've got ×8 on F4, which is the fastest. So if you have it set to 8 times, it's going to give you the quickest response on the keyboard possible. Next on F5 to 8, these are our media keys. So we've got the standard play, pause, stop, previous track, and next track. Comes in very handy if you like to listen to music when you're gaming. Even more so if you've only got one monitor, so you don't have to keep tabbing out all the time. Then on 9 to 12, we have a combination of different keys. We have our Windows lock key on F9. It allows you to turn the Windows key off. So when you're playing games and you press Control to crouch, but instead of pressing Control, you press the Windows key, it won't take you out of the game, it won't take you to the Windows desktop, it will do nothing. It will just ignore the fact that you've pressed the Windows key, which is great. Saves my life a lot of the time, I know it does. So that is a very handy little feature to have on there. You've also got your volume controls on F10 to F12, so mute, volume down, and volume up. And that is all the extra little bits you have shortcut wise on the keyboard. But remember, the big thing about this is the hybrid capacitive switches that it has. Now I've been trying to figure out the best way to kind of describe how it feels to people. It kind of feels like a membrane keyboard going down, but a mechanical keyboard coming up. Kind of got that squidgy bit, but then the key comes back up into your finger. A couple cool extra facts about this keyboard is that it has N key rollover. So what that means is you can press as many keys as you want at the same time and it will send all of that information through to the PC. It has a 1 1000 Hz or 1 millisecond response rate, so in regards to sending that signal to the PC, it is very, very quick. And it is also backwards compatible with old Cherry MX switches. So say you've got a previous keyboard or you've got custom keycaps or something like that which you would like to use on this one, just use your key puller, pull them all off, and just whack the keys in. And that's pretty much it for me today, so thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and also Twitch. I'll see you next time, guys. Stay fresh.